All right, it's the 12th of May, 2026, Tuesday. I am up $652 on the day after taking one trade. Absolute banger short. Um, I'll get into it. I kind of faded at like a couple setups today that were kind of shit, but ended up getting a really good opportunity. So, bias for the day, obviously, it was short. Main reason, number one, we have this 29,000 level that I just said Friday was probably going to get hit. And today I saw we were building value like underneath the, not only back inside on the weekly, but on the profile from this move up, we're underneath value area low. So I was like, okay, probably going to go down today. I think I had marked, there wasn't really any highs to mark out in here. So I actually went to the hourly. And I just picked out the hourly highs. And I don't think they were any significant levels, but I did mark them off. Let me see. Yeah, so what did I even mark off? I marked off these two. So these right here. And these right here. Because realistically, if we're going to be bearish, we're not going to get above these. And then I marked off this. This was data lows. And then obviously this low volume node was kind of my bias for the day. I was like, it's probably going to get hit. And it does end up getting hit. So off of market open, I didn't take a trade for a while here. I was kind of looking to take shorts after we moved up here because we move up, and I was thinking, okay, you know, like, volume's pretty high again, moving up, and here we did push through these levels, and I was like, oh, shit, well, I mean, maybe this is a long day. And then, yeah, so here, I was thinking, okay, you know, we pushed up through these levels. There's no really low volume nodes to enter on, like, to long. And this moved down, 11K volume, 12K volume. Like, this is saying, okay, we're not going up anymore, right? Like, we broke back through these levels. And I think, where's the 5 minute at? So the 5 minute opening range, again, was right here. The low was probably here, right? Yeah. 5 minute opening range low and 5 minute opening range high. We break back through all those on one candle, and on that, at that point, I am looking for shorts because bias is short, and there's really, we would have held above these levels, right, if we were going to be bullish, in my opinion. So I was looking for shorts here, and I was looking for a pullback, and we do end up getting a pullback into this beautiful low volume node here, aligning with the 5 minute. This is a great spot. And right here, I was looking at shorts, but the way, like, and we even absorbed there. I didn't enter, luckily, because I was waiting for this candle to kind of come back down underneath this low volume node as kind of a confirmation. And it's a good thing I mean, actually, I could have entered this, but the reason I didn't is because of the volume. Again, I mean, 11K is super high, and also we didn't really get the clearest absorption here. This candle does end up coming back down and closing, you know, pretty well. But for me, that 11K volume plus the fact that we really didn't get any absorption here, I was like, okay, well, that's, you know, not a good entry. So I faded that. Would have done it down to this low, so this trade would have just ripped. Too bad, but, you know, it happens. So now we're sort of coming down, and we react off this low. I was taking a look at the CVD, as always. There was nothing here for the CVD this week, today, but here I was like, okay, like, we're probably going to displace, and we actually hold the 5 minute opening range really well right here. Like, this could have been a short idea, but it's really just, I mean, there's not really a clear low volume node, right? That could have been a short idea off of this. It would have been a really low time frame trade. Yeah, it would have been a low time frame trade taken off absorption. So there was actually good absorption here, but it was too low time frame for me. Also, we just swept this low, and I was like, we could reverse. And we do end up reversing. at this point, I think, what was the area I was looking at? I was looking at another trade here. Yeah, from this. So this was another trade I was really wanting to take. From this low volume node here. We have this one I'm going to get rid of. We have the 5 minute right here. We have this node. Like, this looks great. And we just don't end up hitting it, unfortunately. Oh, we do end up hitting it. Yeah, so this was another trade I was looking to take. Again, though, like, the volume is the reason I didn't take this. I was actually looking for, what I wanted to see to take this was actually a CVD divergence. So I wanted us to actually take this high. Honestly, I probably could have taken this. Like, looking back at it, the volume was, I mean, still 8.9K, like, pushing into this, closing strong. Like, I don't like that at all. And, I mean, we do have some absorption here. But, yeah, and I mean, yeah, their sellers take back control a little bit. But I don't know. That just, again, it doesn't look that good. It is a good zone to take a trade off of, but it's just the absorption was not there. And that would have been taken down to this low. So, at this point, I'm like, okay, well, shit. Like, we're really ripping down. This would have been a good trade. This would have been a good trade. And I was like, damn, we just didn't get quite. I was going to maybe not take a trade today because I was like, we just didn't quite get the absorption we needed. This one was a little bit better than this one, I think, honestly. But we just didn't get what we needed at these levels, unfortunately. And the last levels I was looking at for the day, right here. Right there. Low volume node right on top of this level from data lows. This was the last spot I was looking at. We can get rid of the CVD because I didn't end up even using it at this point. This was the last level I was looking at. Oh, we kind of just left this line here. Okay. So this was the last spot I was looking to take a short from. And the reason I even was still looking for shorts from here was because we didn't fill this gap entirely. We didn't hit this 29,000 level, this psychological level. This is like an amazing setup. I'm not going to lie. I was waiting here. We hadn't hit it yet. Still waiting. And then we do end up hitting it right here. And I already entered. I was in, man. I was in right after this absorption. Really, really good entry. And I had given my stop a little bit. Honestly, I could have put my stop right here. I think I had put it up here. It was a 1 to 2.6. Yeah, so this is it. So really good risk reward. Again, I honestly could have just put my stop right here. But I didn't want to get stop rated here. I don't know why. Honestly, this is something I probably could have improved upon, is because, like, this is really where I should have put my stop. Like, if the low volume node had extended up to here or something, then I could have put it up here. It would have made more sense. But I could have put this up here. I could have put this top low volume node. I could have put it, you know, not as wide as I kept it. But either way, this is like, again, we pushed into this and we finally got some good absorption, right? And not super high annoying volume pushing in. So this was enough confirmation for me. So I entered also just because we hadn't hit that 29,000. I entered, and this this does end up just ripping. I think it edges it and then it kind of retraces a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so moving down, it's kind of grinding down. At this point, it edges me, comes back up. Did I close the trade? Come on. Of course not. Of course we're holding this. Stop was at break even at this point, and then just kind of ends up taking me out. We do end up hitting this 29,000. I think we end up ripping through this, don't we? Yeah, so we end up ripping through this. We're actually building below. So honestly, might continue this downtrend now. Because, I mean, I was expecting us to wick this and then just rip back up. But either way, great trade. I thought, again, I faded a couple really good setups, but we just didn't get the entry confirmation. This was the really nice, like, absorption entry confirmation. If I had gotten that here, I would have taken it. You know, if I'd gotten it here, I would have taken it. We had really good key levels here. Again, this was like the last key level we kind of had before 29,000. And yeah, great day. Super good week so far.